Before we get to your scheduled video, please remember that likes and comments tell YouTube to promote our work to other people, and subscribing to the channel tells you when something new drops. You can also head to the link tree in the description to peruse my books, join us on Discord, or support us on Patreon. You can get episodes of Journey of Wrestling and Violent Profiles early, as well as a load of other treats. Even just $1 a month earns you a name drop for being cool. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Greetings and salutations, viewer. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
Hey.
I said viewer instead of my usual joke. Because this is a throwback episode. It's been 10 years we've been doing this crap. And in tribute to Total Biscuit, major internet personality, and as a joke, one night when we were bereft of anything else to podcast on, we decided to cover Steam releases. So we're going back to that we did a couple of times, one of which was an episode I loved a lot. That was Step by Steam Releases featuring Ben. So yeah, we're just going to do Steam releases. It's interesting. This is accurate as of the night before this podcast goes up. So before we get into that, we do need to talk about two things. One is that it is convenient that the game that has brought the largest portion of new viewers to the channel individually is releasing on Steam here in a few days. We're going to stop talking about it after this point. That is Journey of Wrestling. If you go wishlist it, that really helps them out.
If you watch this episode on the day it uploads, it is being released on Steam, I believe, the next day. June 5th, right?
I believe that's the case.
So, wishlist it, get that advertisement, and if you've liked our Journey of Wrestling content and you don't own it already, give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a buy. Purchase for our good friend, the person who made Journey of Wrestling.
We do not know them.
No, yeah, not a good friend.
We are not affiliated with them.
We're not. This is not sponsored content. We just like the game and want to help support it. So, if we can drive some of our people there, awesome. Speaking of our people, the second thing we need to discuss before we dive in is who is cool.
Well, that would be Rob, Passion Killer 711, a guy from Ohio, Destrucity KTL, On the Tip of Your Tongue,
Correct.
and Harmony.
That is the list. You could also be cool by giving $1 to us at the Patreon. We really appreciate it. I'm bad at gratitude. Thank you a lot.
We make jokes here about, we've been doing this for 10 years, and, at the end of the podcast, you'll sometimes hear us go, no one's still listening. But I want to recognize that a bunch of you are, and I appreciate every single one of you. It is continuously and eternally baffling to me that anyone, anywhere, gives a shit about anything I have to say.
We just crossed 700 subscribers recently, so that's a pretty decent milestone. For a channel that's been around 10 years, it's not great. But we aren't famous and didn't have a built-in audience, so this is something we've had to claw and scrape together. And we're glad to have each and every one of you. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. This is what is under the Popular New Releases tab on my Steam page. So, we might see some stuff that's catered more specifically to me.
We're on a deep algorithm internet at this point.
Yeah.
This is what we've got available.
This is what it is. So, we've got the Elder Scrolls Online latest expansion, Gold Road.
I've tried the Elder Scrolls Online at least 3 times. I couldn't get into it.
I wish it were more like the Elder Scrolls and less like an MMO. If I could, even if there's a bunch of other people also playing the game, much like Fallout in that sense. In fact, kind of the opposite problem I have with Fallout 76. I don't care if everybody else is in the audience, in the city, that is to say. I don't like the MMO powers. I just want to play Skyrim or Oblivion or what have you. Whereas in Fallout 76, I don't like that there are other people there. They freak me out.
Very different. Very different problems.
Well, and 76, the gameplay is pretty much just Fallout, so...
Yeah, and the problem with Elder Scrolls Online, for me, is the same one you have. It's different enough from an actual Elder Scrolls game that it doesn't hit. It doesn't scratch that itch.
It feels like an Elder Scrolls knockoff game. And a pretty good one for that, but it just doesn't have the vibe.
Yeah, like, we would maybe use the term Scrolls-like.
Sure. One could. I'm going to hit ignore on this. I don't want to see crap about this. We'll go back. Oh, and I ignored it and it disappeared. So next up is Sisters, Last Day of Summer. A fully animated visual novel about a boy who wakes up in an unknown house with two beautiful sisters, their mother, and an unspoken truth. I hope that I don't have to edit. I probably will. Some of these entries for the boobah.
That's actually what I was literally about to ask. Should we be showing these on screen, or should we go to like a splash page? Because some of these games are just going to be straight up porn.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll just I got a D-logo. It blurs things out. It's not a problem. It'll keep YouTube off our backs anyhow. This seems to be safe. Usually you'll have in the tags sexual content pretty high up there.
Yeah, but I'm getting a vibe off this game that I don't like.
It is a romantic visual novel. You see romance right there. So it makes sense that there's some sort of attraction, heat. As you can see, this game is not relevant to me. I don't dislike visual novels. I've played quite a few, but this isn't my vibe. I'm not a big weeb. So you know what? I'm going to ignore this one too. Would you have any feelings on it?
No.
F1R24.
This is an F1 racing game.
Man, you really just buoyed up my joke instead of stepping on it. That's not what I was expecting. I don't give a shit about Formula One racing. The R is clearly a registered trademark. And I guess this is the 2K24 version, but they can't say 2K on account of...
They're not that brand.
Yeah. I don't.
Look, man, those guys in their very small cars, they're very good at making drive. Good for them.
These are never the kind of cars I want to be racing in a racing game.
You don't like the little triangle babies?
No, I don't like the little flat guys. But
they're so much faster than all the other cars.
Yeah, it's a video game. You can fake that.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah. You can make a school bus crazy fast. It's fine. Panicore. It's a survival horror game that mixes permadeath, AI monsters, and a co-op experience up to 5 players, parentheses 4 players in demo and parentheses. Try to escape and don't get caught, but beware, they don't only hear your steps, but also your voice. I could see this becoming popular.
Yeah, if you look in the, similar to games you've played, Phasmophobia and Lethal Company, it feels like one of those.
So as much as I'm not initially interested, if I saw a bunch of other people I liked playing it could catch my attention.
That's basically where I'm at. Like, this is a game that you play with people.
Yeah.
This is a game where whether or not it's fun depends entirely on who you're playing with, and therefore the game might not actually be very fun.
Platform 8, we move along to. This is...
Trapped in a train that runs forever. Keep an eye out for anomalies and find a way out. This is the back rooms, but a train.
No, this is Station 8, Station 9. I forget which one is the good one. It's a takeoff of that. There's also the Chilla, I think is the name of the game dev, who did a similar one about a train. I don't think this is theirs.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Because this isn't the...
Right.
That person. But it is very much... And I wonder if this one is similar, the same dev, because that guy looks a lot like the dude in the popular repeating environ train station game. It's $4, so if I really cared... Yeah, Exit 8. Okay, so it is those same devs. I just had to scroll down. It's a sequel. Cool.
Oh,
well, then it's probably pretty good. Yeah, for $4, give it a check out. It's pretty neat.
It looks absurdly good for $4.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot to it. So, I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff about
Not
Exit
even
8.
a little bit.
It's a repeating loop of a train, like a subway station hallway, and you have to notice things that are different in each loop, and if something is different, you have to go back. And a lot of times
they made an actual game type out of PT?
It's more of a takeoff on observation duty. And see that guy standing, that's creepy. Because sometimes the things that change aren't necessarily scary. It might be like the text on this sign is altered, or the image here is different, or this is blue instead. And sometimes, the hallway fills with blood, or the guy tries to attack you, or whatever. It's pretty cool. And it's a pretty cool, memory challenge game.
I would enjoy watching a YouTuber play this game.
I have enjoyed watching YouTubers play similar games, so I'm not going to do anything with that, but that's cool. That's coming out. That seems like a good sequel. I've been hearing some stuff about Scald Against the Black Priory. Retro-style party-based RPG set in a grimdark fantasy world of tragic heroes, violent deaths, and Lovecraftian horror. Take a chance and roll the dice as you embark on a compelling story filled with deadly creatures, ranging story, and tactical, turn-based combat. This is like an old gold box D&D game, but made in the modern day. And wow, fitting the retro aesthetic while also taking advantage of modern processing power, they really did a great job on that execution.
I agree. Sadly, I think that aesthetic is incredibly ugly. So
it is, but it's also nostalgic.
Not for me.
Well, some of us are old.
Yes.
I don't hate this, but I'm not going to wishlist it. I don't know that I'd actually enjoy the gameplay that much, but this does look really cool. Next is Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip. Terry wants to launch himself into space using his new car. Doing something this cool and reckless will surely make him the talk of the town. Run, drive, and glide through this small journey of big discoveries as Terry works toward achieving his goal. You know something else I want to say? For so far all the games we've looked at today, they show us what the fuck the game is really fast in the trailer.
Yeah, this is a problem you consistently have with trailers.
It is.
On both Steam and more famously on the Xbox. They never actually show you the gameplay.
But like I've gotten the vibe from everything so far. That's really cool. I could see myself playing this. I don't know that I'm
It's just a relaxing little cute platformer, like collectathon thing.
Beat 'em up thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Looks like it's very charming. I don't know that I would grab it, but you can catch a bug, so I'm more interested. Free to play, so probably amazing, is the One Way Road Fire Hunt. Wow, that does look pretty cool.
Yeah, that does actually look pretty cool.
Prologue for the main story, One Way Road. Take part in space battles as you travel across the galaxy and fight to save humanity. The cinematic, narrative-driven, action-focused space shooter will take you on a journey into the near future and put the destiny of mankind into your hands.
Sorry, I knocked something over. So, that's too many descriptors. That's too many descriptors.
I'm thinking what's going on is that it is looks like Star Fox-ish kind of game, but there's a stronger narrative component than most Star Fox-ish kinds of games. Because it seemed like there were cutscenes and stuff like that. Might be pretty cool. This is a cool way to do a demo. I've seen a couple of game companies do this where they release a small, like, prelude chapter.
I like the return of the demo.
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah. I just appreciate being able to try stuff before I invest money into it and go, oh, this is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's for me, but hey, it's free, so you could lose a lot more by playing something else. Nine Souls, I assume that's how that's pronounced, is a lore-rich, hand-drawn 2D action platformer featuring Sekiro-inspired, deflection-focused combat, so it's not for me. Embark on a journey of Eastern fantasy, explore the land, once home to an ancient alien race, and follow a vengeful hero's quest to slay the Nine Souls, formidable rulers of this forsaken realm. That is some really smooth animation.
It's Metroidvania.
Yes. I have a hard time with the 2D Souls-likes and the melee Metroidvanias. Even though Symphony of the Night was melee, they gave you options to your weapon, and it had you had the option of decent reach. A lot of them, the hitboxes are a little too Towpunk. I like that. A little too short, a little too close to your character. So it makes the gameplay more difficult, but not in a natural way.
I would say this is probably the prettiest thing we've seen so far today, and it is. It looks like it's well made. It looks very smooth.
I would try this.
If I cared about Metroidvanias,
yeah.
I might play this.
That's
I don't,
cool looking.
so I'm not going to.
What is next? Gooba Ball.
Well, it's going to be a study in contrast today.
It's free to play. A physics-based puzzle game where you combine colorful balls to achieve the ultimate form, Goober.
Oh, no, I've seen this with fruit.
Okay.
I've seen this exact game. I don't know the name of it, but it put a bunch of fruits together, and if you get the same kind of fruits near each other, they will combine into a bigger one, and then you use that to combine further and further and further. It's like God, what's that game where you do that with numbers, like 2048 or something like that?
Isn't that the Haunted Hotel from Stephen King?
Possibly. Numbers are bad, but it's basically an addition game, but a puzzle. That's not bad.
I would like to read the rest of the description, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Combine two of a kind until, like I said, Goober, what more to do you freaking want? So, it's free to play. I don't know. This seems like a decent way to waste some time.
I mean, that game looks fun.
Yeah.
And it's free to play. Yeah. I mean, look, it'll probably have ads and something else terrible, but it could do worse.
I'm going to say this is Roos.
I'm fine. I'm for that. Roos 2.
Roos 2. Shape worlds with your godly titans, make symbiotic ecosystems, and inspire humanity with your creations. Their achievements unlock new possibilities, make different planets for different human spirits to fill the universe with life. So, yeah, God Game, Colony Sim, City Builder Strategy, say the tags, and that's...
they really nailed that. That's exactly what that is.
You can be a crab god, hopefully, and that's not just some sort of stupid illusion. Or maybe those are your titans.
Those are your titans. You instruct them to craft the world, it seems.
Let's just turn it all into ocean and let Crab God rule. I don't see why we would do anything else. Yeah, not my thing. I love the idea of city builders, but I don't have the patience to do that.
I think city builders are very cool. I like that they exist, and I'm not good. I'm not built that. I'm not built that way.
This is blurred. What you're watching right now, it's blurred. This simulation game
has very blurry.
Strong erotic elements. You play as an underworld member aiming to earn 10 million yen in 30 days from promotion, manage a massage parlor by day, promote it at night, and date other characters. Gameplay includes parlor management and pinball battles.
Sorry, you gotta edit the podcast.
You know what? It's worth it to bring you guys the content. I don't think either of us are interested in this.
No, I don't do porno games. That's not really my thing.
I do sometimes, but
they gotta be good.
I don't know. That looked okay. I'm okay. I'm past that point in my life. Unless I'm just gonna go ahead and assume Lust Academy Season 3 here is another.
Yeah, we're gonna be blurring this section of you hovering over it. Also, I feel.
I think that's all safe, but y'all can see.
I'm not gonna ask you to click on Lust Academy Season 3. I assume it's much like Seasons 1 and 2. Porn. Yakuza Rogue Yokohama Massage Parlor, I don't even know if I said the title of it earlier, at least has simulation, dating sim, and RPG in its first 4 tags in addition to sexual content. Lust Academy Season 3 just has sexual content, nudity, not safe for work, mature. So, I think you could figure out what is going on from that. Let's move on to Master Plan Tycoon Foundations. Free version of Master Plan Tycoon, a minimalist resource management sim. The world is your playground. Start with simple production lines for basic needs and evolve into a production powerhouse in an elegant and stress-free setting. Also price-free. That's a spreadsheet.
Yeah, without the graphic. I feel like that must have taken a lot of effort to do to be free.
That's a spreadsheet. That's an Excel spreadsheet. You don't even give me the fun little goofy widgets, man. I could just go download Capitalism Plus for MS-DOS if I just wanted to play a spreadsheet.
Some people don't have the same resources we do. For them, there's idle fishing. Relax and catch fish in a beautiful environment, hire skilled crewmates, invest in lucrative buildings, unlock many boats and upgrades, dive into the challenge of the fishing minigame for an interactive experience unlike any other.
This is a cell phone game that got ported to PC.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at the reviews. Wow, these people love fishing. Boring grind fest, microtransactions, fish go brr. Well, nobody on here seems to be saying about cell phone port, but I think that's an astute observation.
It has the vibe.
Yeah, it sure does. I wish the art of the game matched the charming art on the logo, but that would have been too expensive. Factory Outlet Simulator Prologue.
Factory Outlet Simulator Prologue. This is fully demonic.
It's a comprehensive clothes manufacturing and selling game. You can produce the products of world-famous brands in your factory and sell them, or you can expand your business and create your own brand. Use your business acumen to lead the market from zero to T. There's an ellipsis after that.
So this looks really similar to a bunch of other games that I've seen various YouTubers play. I'm pretty sure it's the same engine as like grocery store simulator and like car salesman simulator and like 9 other games. This is peak shovelware. I hate this.
Well, this is the only thing they've done, so... I think the grocery store simulator is pretty neat looking. It looks like a decent way to while away time. I'm less interested in that one. I don't want to print shirts. Duck Detective, the secret salami.
Now this seems like it has some style.
Oh yeah, I've heard some good things about this one. Solving crime is no walk in the pond. You are a down-on-his-luck detective who also happens to be a duck. Use your powers of deduction to inspect evidence, fill in the blanks, and bust the case wide open in a narrative mystery adventure where nothing is quite as it seems. It looks cute. A nice adventure game. Solve a mystery.
This looks fun, and it's not expensive.
No. Yeah, it looks really cute.
Like...
Tear sad. Bad colleague. Yeah.
Yeah, this is adorable. This is adorable, and it seems like it's fun to play, and the mystery might be interesting. I would recommend this. I'm not going to buy it because I don't really want that experience right now, but I will remember it exists.
Yeah, that's a cute one. Hey, clothing store simulator prologue. Hold on.
What did I say? What did I say?
Wait a minute.
What did I say?
Hold on, wait a minute. Now this estate agent simulator.
No, it's all the same. It's all the same.
All the same asset flips.
It's just another asset flip from the same thing. Oh god, it's the same storefront. I hate these.
Isles of the Sea and Sky. A fantastic oceanic open-world puzzle adventure. Solve innovative block puzzles while unearthing a mystifying story, gaining new friends that change the puzzle landscape, and unlocking powers that provide more options for how you choose to progress through the enigmatic Isles of Sea and Sky.
Now see, these graphics feel more nostalgic to me.
Well, yeah, this is more the Game Boy Color era. So, you were alive and aware of video games at the time. I like this a lot, actually.
Yeah, this looks good. I like this.
I like this kind of puzzle game a lot these days.
Oh, man. Uncovering the map with your boat.
You're a turtle.
You're sailing a turtle.
I do like Sokoban puzzles, too, so I'm going to actually add this to my wish list.
Yeah, this one's great. All right.
I like the art here as well, so. Cool. All right. Looks exciting. We have at least one winner today. Maybe I'll go back to Yakuza Rogue after the podcast is over and be like,
once no one's around to judge him.
They weren't on to me. Is all you're going to give me? Okay, let's check regular new releases. There we go. These are the unpopular new releases.
These are the ones that don't show up for your algorithm, at least.
Well, it's compared to what's popular on Steam. This is Godless, a turn-based roguelike strategy game of vengeance against mortals. As the last god, you must defend your shrine against the waves of enemies by strategically placing a variety of auto-battling units, terraforming tiles, and using devastating abilities to prevent humanity's uprising.
This is Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah, I don't really care for tower defense games. This looks like a decent one, but I just don't
it's a turn-based game, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's still not my vibe. It might be yours. It might be yours. Firepath. Embark on a pixelated journey through quote-unquote Firepath, where mischievous goblins and haunting ghosts light your way. Master challenging gameplay, adapt to diverse enemies, and explore atmospheric landscapes. Can you conquer the flames? Your 2D adventure awaits. Flame emoji, Xbox controller emoji.
Released today, as we're recording this, June 3rd, has no reviews.
I don't think this looks great in terms of gameplay, but a lot of effort went into this pixel art.
Like, someone tried here.
Yeah.
I am not going to shit on Fire Path.
No, I think this is someone's jam. I think there's a lot of spirit here. It's not
I think
necessarily for me.
someone tried on
Yeah.
this, and I'm going to respect that.
So good job, _if_capital N. The blurs may be coming soon, as our next release is Futanari di Fungi.
Oh, brother.
Casual sexual content. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
those
yeah.
blurs.
We're blurring. It's blur time.
Satisfy your customers by enriching their food with your nutritious and delicious Futanari sauce.
Wow, guys.
I'm all
No,
right.
all right.
No.
Whoa! Even if you blur that, is it okay? There's a thing. We gotta go back.
I didn't see Rainbow Dash in there. Is the weird thing.
No! We gotta go back.
I don't want to go. Why do we?
I need to see the reviews.
Okay, all right. Let's
Scroll
see.
down
Jesus,
faster.
I gotta blur so much.
No, not recommended.
This game looks very good.
This game looks very good, and the gameplay looks simple, so I thought there's no way it could disappoint, but it did. The main problems with this game are the controls, and the fact that most of the gameplay consists of waiting around with nothing to do. There's more to this
There's
review.
so much more, guys.
This guy wrote a fucking novel about the Futanari porn game.
You have to guess how much sauce they want on their food. I like Swag Jaffa here. If you're on my friends list, just pretend you didn't see this.
Swag Jaffa gets the assignment.
Yeah.
This dude, this dude took so much time. He wrote a novel about this.
That was a lot.
Brother, seek grass.
You're welcome to enjoy whatever you like. And you know what? I guess if you're living in a world where we're looking at Hyperspacer now visually, where you're, engaging in that kind of activity and don't mind sharing it with everyone who knows your username, then yeah, you're going to want some reviews on that stuff. But, oh man, that was a pretty fast buy. I don't have that fetish specifically. Hyperspacer looks ugly. Travel through space in your own spaceship, land on planets and moons, learn about local history, perform various tasks, collect scientific data, gather minerals, acquire better equipment, upgrade your ship, advance your skills, and delve into the main storyline. What a descriptive description.
Play the game.
Thank you.
Do it better.
Slawomir Swarzinski.
No user reviews. Unlike the last game, not the last game, the game before it, I want to be clear. I am going to clown on this a little bit because that description
Look at
is
this.
useless.
Look at the ring around this fucking planet.
Is useless. This is not. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta do better.
Hey, maybe this is your passion project. Maybe it's really deep.
You know what? This is one more video game than I've ever made.
Yeah, same. I've made all kinds of
I
books and
recognize
shit.
that game over font.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear, I think.
Yep, that's what that is.
Yeah, not. I'm gonna go ahead. Forgot to ignore the porn games. We were too busy flying out of there. I realize that's only going to make me look like I'm going to come back and buy them more. So, Bite, the reverse tower defense. I don't like forward tower defense, so I don't like the odds here. It's a twist on the classic tower defense formula. Build your own path to the exit and use special tiles to keep your Bite safe against a dynamic AI that tries to counter your actions. Wait, hold on. Never mind.
No, that sounds cool.
PvP Pipe Dream. Well, PvE.
It's PV AI Overlord Pipe Dream. You versus Skynet play in the Pipe Dream Showdown.
I still don't know if it's for me, but that is
much
more
more for me than any other tower defense game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we've got time for one more.
Big bucks, no whammies, no weird porn game, please.
Space Light doesn't look like it's a weird porn game. Get ready to embark on a thrilling space adventure across the cosmos where you'll explore new planets, engage in thrilling space battles, and shape the fate of humanity among the stars.
I mean, it's a better description than the last game we looked at.
And visually,
It's just asteroids.
Yeah, but like plus.
Yeah, that's Spaceflight is asteroids. We're still making asteroids. We've not advanced past asteroids as a society.
This does not thrill me. Like visually, and I'm not saying the graphics are bad. Like they're very tiny here. I think they got a lot of detail to them. If it were full screen, but yeah, just not. And I don't like shooters like that anyhow. So I don't think Barabanchikov Dennis.
No
and,
user
and
reviews.
Flex Unit.
This is.
I'm okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm all right on that one. Hey, we hit 30 minutes, and that means that this podcast is over. So thanks for coming by and not looking at porn with us. Anything you have to add?
Futanari sauce.